Okay, so we're back. It's tip number 7 today, and we're going to continue with our thoughts about how to measure and make progress as an intermediate level trainer. So you've gone through the beginner phase, you've got your easy gains, and now it's about making more gains when it gets a little bit harder. So the topic today is going to be about testing, and it's going to be, just keep it brief today. There's a lot of things we could talk about, but the main concept here is that at some point you're going to do an initial test. You're going to get some information here. We're going to have an example in a moment, but you do your first test. Then you're going to do a block of training, and then you're going to do a retest, and you're going to measure some progress, hopefully. Hopefully some improvement, but maybe it's gone backwards or maybe the same. But either way, you're going to get some data there, you're going to get some facts, which is important because if you never test, then you don't really know the truth. You might suspect, you might have a suspicion, but it doesn't happen until it actually happens. So this is a normal process in the training world. Now I just want to give, like I said, keep it brief. So I want to give an example and then sort of tie it in with some of the things we've talked already. So let's say the back squat, and your goal here is to lift more weight. So you just want to have more weight on the bar. So up in the initial test, maybe you do 100 kilos, and then in the next test you do 110 kilos. So if the goal was simply to lift more, then you've succeeded. You've got 10 more kilos on the bar. Now what's not mentioned there is some of the things from yesterday. So how was the technique? How was the range of motion? Belt, knee sleeves, time of day, all of those variables. If they're not important to you, if the goal was simply lift more weight, then great success, you've done it. And that's fantastic because these tests and the training should align with the goals. So that's it, that's success, no problems there. Now let's say here the goal is to get stronger. So again, you've done your back squat here, you've done 100 kilos, then you do your training and you do your retest, you get 110 kilos. Now you might think that's obvious, well I've gotten stronger. Well, it depends now. Belt, knee sleeves, those things become a bit more of a factor. What about the time of day? Other influences on your performance. Had you trained heavily the day before? Was this after a rest day? All those sort of things come into it. So if you're looking with a goal like this, hey, I want to actually get stronger, change my biology, change my body, change the way my brain is firing my muscles, then I would suggest that you really want to control those variables as much as is realistic, because then you'll get the truth. And that's so important because then you can look back at the training and figure out if it's working for you or not. Because that's so important because then you learn. And this is what this is about. It's about learning how to keep improving in that intermediate phase so you don't just get stuck training and not actually making progress if your goal is to make progress. So of course we can dig deeper into that and talk about, well, why is that all possible, but that's for another time. But here the main message today was make sure that you are testing, understand what it's for, and understand what you're looking for as well. And then you're going to tie that all together by then reviewing and learning something about what has happened between the tests and how to keep making progress. See you next time.